Hey guys, I'm back. My name is Noah Muhammad. For those who are new here, I am your favorite holistic spiritual health coach. And today I'm super excited to talk about my morning routine. So I had a friend the other day ask me about what do you do in the morning? What is your morning routine? I think we were just talking about life changes and changing your eating habits, different things like that. And she was just curious about what do I do in the morning as far as my morning routine. So I thought this would be something that I could share with you guys, maybe that you guys could actually benefit from, or maybe you could take some of this information and to help you actually plan out what your morning routine is. Because having a morning routine has set me up for success for my day. So when I didn't have a morning routine, I was basically just waking up, jumping out of bed, hurrying and rushing and trying to get to, wherever it was that I needed to go. So rushing to get dressed, rushing my children to get up when they were in school. And, it was just chaotic in the morning. So I hated having a chaotic, crazy morning like that. So as soon as I started my journey of, really working on myself, doing the inner work, trying to heal, working on my past trauma, different things like that, I was like, first thing that I need to do is to have a morning routine. So it helped me so much. So when I first started, I just started basically with, let me just get up in the morning, open my eyes, thank God that I am here again. Thank God that I can see, I can breathe, I can move all my body parts, fingers, toes. I mean, that's like such a blessing for us to be so grateful for that every morning that we wake up. We're not guaranteed to wake up and our heart to be beating and all of our limbs to be working. So it's a blessing every day for us to be able to do regular things that we're just so used to and that we take for granted. So I make sure as soon as I open my eyes to just thank God. I even smile. So I'll make myself smile. And sometimes now it's easy for me. It's not like anything that's hard for me to do because I really, truly am grateful. Whatever's going on in my life, it might be a bunch of stuff going on in my life that's not, the best things, or I'm not in the best mood or whatever it is. But I still make sure to smile as soon as I wake up in the morning. I'm here again. I get to do this again. I get another chance. So open my eyes, first thing, smile. Doesn't have to be a big smile. You don't have to laugh. Just, part those lips a little bit. You don't have to show your teeth, but just smile. And it actually brings the feeling of gratitude, the feeling of joy, the feeling of peace. It actually brings you those feelings. So it's not, you're not just doing it. It might feel fake when you first start to do it. It might not feel as authentic, but the more you do it each morning, it really will, because you'll really start thinking about, I really truly am grateful. So gratitude, first thing when you wake up, smile, be thankful, thank the universe, thank God, just for being able to do this again. And then basically I get up and then I'm getting ready for, my rituals. So my morning rituals are going to be, first, I want to have some water. First thing in the morning, I want to have some water. I heard this a long time ago, some years ago, that, women lead in heart disease or heart attacks, I believe, in our lives, and especially women over 40. So having water first thing in the morning, at least like 16 ounces, helps to just get everything in your body going, wakes your cells up, gets you hydrated, and it lowers your chances of having a heart attack, and just really gets you hydrated, gets you going for your day. Our body needs that water. So I have like a whole little ritual, and it's like really nice in the morning because I just take my time. I'm like I said, I'm not rushing. I'm not going super fast. I'm just taking my time in the morning, especially since I work from home now. I'm a homeschool mom. So it's really easy for me to take my time. But even when I was working and I had a lot going on and I was a business owner and I owned a salon and I had employees and all that stuff, I still took my time after I started working on myself and working on all my, overwhelm. I still was making sure to take the time to slow down in the morning and be intentional about my day. So even if you do work, even if you do have to go outside of your house, even if you do have a business that you own, Your health is important. So you have to make sure that you take the time for this. If you want to see different results in your life, you have to actually take the time to do something different. So I didn't start off, have with this long morning routine where I was doing all these different things. I only had 3 minutes. So I did 3 minutes I woke up, I smiled, was grateful. I did maybe a 3 minute, 3 to 5 minute meditation. I maybe even started with 1 minute, but just that 1 minute of me slowing down, being intentional, and really thinking about how I wanted my day to go set the pace for the rest of my day. And I took what I did in my meditation, those feelings, those emotions, those thoughts, I took that into my day. So I didn't just have my meditation and was still in my meditation, calm in my meditation, but I took that calm feeling into my day as much as I possibly could. And when I was ever, shaken out of that during my day, because, you're going to have different things going on in your life. You're going to have issues that you have to deal with. But I was constantly aware of being in the present moment and bringing myself back to that emotion, even if something did happen and, maybe I got mad, maybe I got whatever it was, sad, whatever the feeling or the emotion or whatever the issue is that I had to deal with. I would just constantly bring myself back to the present moment, remember how I was in my meditation, and then just move on with my day from there. So back to my water. So making my water in the morning, getting up, getting some spring water. I just get the regular spring water from Trader Joe's. It's basic, but it's good, clean water. So what I do is I warm my water up so that it can not make it hot or boil it, but just warm. So lukewarm. Lukewarm water, put it in a pot, warm it up. Just a little bit, take it out, put it in your glass, your cup, whatever it is you want to do. This is about 16 ounces. And then I add some chlorophyll to it. I add some mint leaves, some fresh mint leaves, and then I add some lime or some lemon juice. So this is just going to hydrate me. It's going to lightly detox me with the lemon juice, and the mint just tastes super good. And if anything's going on with my stomach, it'll kind of help with that too. And it's just refreshing. So I'll try to finish this within like an hour or so, maybe 2 hours if I'm like busy and I got a lot going on. And then I'm going straight into my yoga and my meditation. So I'm going to do, I'll start off with my yoga first, just so I can stretch. I can kind of come into the present moment, breathe, relax. And then I go right into my meditation after that. So like I said, you don't have to start with anything. If this is new for you and having a morning routine is new for you, you don't have to start with a long routine. Let's say you want to do, like I said, you want to wake up, smile, grateful. Maybe if you want to do your meditation after that, because you got to get out of the house, you have to get your children ready, whatever it is, maybe do your meditation for 1 minute to 5 minutes. If that's all you have, it's better than nothing. I started off with an app called Headspace, super good. I loved it because it gave me guided meditations. This is before I knew how to meditate. So this is like maybe 10 years ago or something. This is before I even knew how to meditate. I knew how, but I wasn't really used to it. So I needed my body to be still, and I needed to have some guidance in my meditation. So for me, having the guidance of the app was so good. And they actually have meditations on there for 1 minute. So you can get a guided meditation. You can pick a woman or a man as far as the voice is concerned. So you have your pick of that. And then there's another app that I really like, Insight Timer. Love Insight Timer. That's my new favorite. I don't use Headspace as much now, but it really is a good place to start. But Insight Timer is too. They have short meditations on there. They have classes. They have challenges. So you can challenge yourself for like 7 days to meditate, 5 days, maybe just a 3-day streak. And you can do short meditations on there also. If you're not a big meditator, do your prayer if that's what you do. So maybe you pray, do your prayers, whatever it is that you like to do. So just really kind of setting up what works for you for your day. So I started with that. And if that's all the time that you have, then use that time. But if we don't make the time, then we won't have the time. So if you have to wake up just a few minutes earlier, so say you wake up 10 minutes earlier so you can do your 5-minute morning ritual, that will totally help you. And you will start, if you're consistent with it, you will start seeing the results of how your days go. I'm telling you, if you're a person who wakes up and you are all over the place, or if you are just rushing, if you are, you have anxiety, or you just have a busy life, if you set this up for yourself, you will start seeing the results of having a calmer day that goes so much smoother. You'll have better results throughout your day. You will attract better people, better situations during your day because your mood is going to be different. So after I do all that, I do my prayers, do my meditation. I've had my water. I've done some yoga, some stretching. Then I want to just sit down within my planner or my journal. So I'm either going to journal for a few minutes. I don't get to do this every day like I would like to. If I'm busy, so I'll say I have orders that I have to get to, or I'm behind with my schedule for creating my curriculum for my children for homeschool or something like that. Or if I'm just, it's just, I don't have time to actually journal like I really want to. I might not get to journal, but I really do like to take the time to do this, especially if I have a lot on my mind and I just need to get some stuff out, get it on paper. And that really does help if you have like a lot going on in your life. Maybe you have some big emotions that you're dealing with at the time and you really just need to get them out. It doesn't have to be structured. Just get up and get your journal out and just write about whatever it is that you're dealing with. And you will feel the relief that you'll get with just being able to put it on paper. And it's nice to be able to come back, and look at my journal and to just see where I've been in the past month or a few months or the past year or years. If you've been, journaling for a long time, it's nice to be able to see where you've come from and where you've been able to go and how you've been able to grow. So just being able to keep a record of what's going on in your life as far as, your everyday life or feelings, emotions, situations. And then if you're not journaling, maybe writing down what you need to do for the day. So that totally helps me out. I did that this year with homeschool. This is our third year homeschooling. So this year we did an actual like daily schedule, which for me helps so much. Even if we don't follow it every day, we're not like super strict. I'm not super strict about, we have to do these exact things, but it keeps me in balance as far as knowing, okay, I know you guys need to work on math, or, we didn't do it yesterday or whatever, or say I'm busy and I'm working, then they can open up their schedule in their folders and they can see, okay, this is what I need to follow today. They can get out their workbooks. If I haven't made them worksheets or any curriculum, they can go in their workbooks. They can go online to some of the programs that they have and they know exactly what they need to do. But when you have something to follow and you get all those things done and then you look back and you're like, I accomplished some things today. I got some things done. It really makes you feel good. And it keeps you organized and it keeps your mind from being overwhelmed with a bunch of stuff and not knowing, exactly what you're going to do. Especially if you do have a business or you have a lot of things going on and you have a schedule of things that maybe your children need to do, you need to do. I mean, just like I have a big calendar in my den that helps me and my husband stay on schedule. So then he knows everything that I need to do and I know everything that he needs to do. Plus I keep something for myself. But the big calendar in the den helps us so much. So I'm filling that up in the morning too, if I need to, or throughout the day with things that I need to get done. And it just helps me to stay on task of things that I need to do and to actually get some things completed and know that, okay, I can take that off of my to-do list. I don't have to do that. So just sitting down to take the time to actually make a list of things that are important to you that you need to get done that day. And, don't overwhelm yourself with more than like 5 things. You're not going to get all that done. So be realistic. I like to be realistic about my list. I don't like to overpack it. When I know I'm not going to get all those things done, and that will make me feel overwhelmed if my list is like ridiculously long. So put things on your list that you know that you're actually going to get done. And if you don't, then whatever you don't get done, then you transfer those things to the next day. So at the end of the day, maybe before you go to bed or the end of your evening, You can go back in, check your list, check off the things you got done, whatever you did it, and you can transfer to the next day, and you just go on from there. So that is basically my morning routine. And a part of my morning routine too is also working on whatever I need to do for my children for the day for homeschool and getting that done too. So that is a major part of my it's not a part of my ritual, but it's just a part of my morning routine. When I get up in the morning, just checking and making sure, like, what are we going to do for the day? So maybe that for you might be checking to see what activities, maybe work. If you do have children, what's going on with them, maybe your mate, your partner. So that basically, hopefully, will help you get set up for your morning routine. And if there's any other like questions or anything like that, comments maybe about what your morning routine is, share it with us in the comments so we can share and see exactly what other people do for their morning routines, because I know people do things that are different and maybe we can learn something different. But if you have any questions or comments, put it down there for me, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. And I really hope this helped. If it did, make sure you share it with someone. Subscribe, like this video for me. It'll just help me to get this out to more people and help more people. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace and blessings.